Hello everybody, Frank from AM Ramen, and we are diving again into premium instant ramen. 5 delicious ones you can only get in Japan. And the theme today is richer ramen. Ramen that is perfect as those temperatures drop in a lot of parts of the world. We've got everything from a spicy miso ramen from a famous ramen restaurant up in the north with a signature red ball of spice and garlic, to a special limited time rich Tantanmen, which also packs some heat. 5 delicious, richer instant ramen in total, and I can't wait to dive in because I haven't tried these before. Let's do this. Thanks again everyone for joining, and before we officially get started, I want to remind you that you can order this exact pack of 5 instant ramen that we'll be featuring in this video. You can get this from Instant Ramen Japan, instantramen.jp. Use the coupon code that you see on screen right now for a discount so we know to send you this exact pack. Also, take a look at your shipping options at checkout. If you want to get the ramen faster, there is an option for express airmail because surface mail these days is crazy. All right, without further ado, let's dive in. I'm going to be giving my brother Mark a call in the Philippines. We're going to be sharing 2 on screen first. Hey bro, how's it going?
What's up, mine brother? Good morning, man. As you can see, the Halloween decorations are up, so you're gonna have to edit this video before Halloween.
I know, the pressure's on. I'm already probably 4 Halloweens behind. We're starting with one that is very unique. You see the red ball in the middle of that instant ramen that we're gonna dive into?
Yes, yeah, what is that red ball?
It is basically spice and also garlic. This is what they serve at a famous ramen restaurant in the north called Ryu Shanghai. And they specialize in akayu miso ramen. Not your typical miso ramen as we know it, including that red ball. Without further ado, let's give it a try.
Let's go!
1
Here we go.
Here we go! I'm excited, man. It smells so rich. Cheers! Wow, that's so nice. Oh, it's rich and it has that hot kick, but it's not too hot. It's just what I needed to wake up in the morning here.
And once you mix in that red paste, that ball there, it's gonna get hotter and hotter. I prefer when it slowly kind of seeps into the soup, you know, making it spicier and spicier naturally as time goes on. Oh, that is so good, man. I love those miso notes. You know, it's lardy, but like it's kind of like got a refinement to it.
And the spice kind of kicks away some of the heaviness, you know?
No, it cuts through that, absolutely.
Cut through it, exactly.
Okay, shall we get some of those noodles?
Let's do it, bro. Oh my gosh, those are good quality noodles.
They are.
They soak up the soup so nicely.
And those flavors that the noodles soak up are beautiful. I'm getting more of that spice, maybe when you picked it up as well with the noodles, right? The spice is there, the richness in the soup is there. Yeah, toppings, we've got bamboo shoots, also naruto, and also spring onions.
The toppings are, the toppings match. Sorry, I was just so into the bowl. I didn't really hear what you said.
No, it's all a blur. You're in a akayu spicy miso ramen haze, man. Let the haze take you in. Let's do the chashu.
Yeah, let's
Thumbs
dive
up. It's a little smaller. I think the highlight here is definitely the soup and the noodles. Although, if we add to that, the red ball, of course, is a big highlight. Maybe that's a topping, maybe it's a soup. It's kind of both.
The soup is so rich. I think I'm really gonna drink all of this soup and the next ramen that we're tasting in a bit. And then I'm gonna have to get on the treadmill for like 45 minutes or my face is gonna be like that from all the soup and sodium.
Getting back to the toppings, you know that last pack that you added, right? The furikake, it's basically aonori, or dried seaweed. So you've got all those things we talked about in the soup, but also just a little layer of sea kind of flavors that adds extra complexity. So there's a lot going on here.
There is actually, yeah. There were 4 packets, you know.
But this is the OG spicy miso ramen. This shop has been around for years. I've been to the actual place, and as far as like getting something close to what you get at the shop, it doesn't get better than this.
It's awesome, man. Been devouring this whole video. I've already finished.
I know. I think maybe like some of our other, of course, all the ones we eat are good. But I feel like, you know, it's been me talking a lot and then you in between bites and next thing we notice, it's all gone.
Yeah, seriously, dude, there's only a little bit of soup left at the bottom. Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, this is amazing, man.
Let's keep the momentum. Glad it's on the list now. Let's move on to another rich instant ramen. We're gonna be getting a richer soup here. And this is from one of Japan's most famous ramen restaurants, of course. A lot of the ones they feature are super famous, but this place is no different. Let's start with that brown one there. We're gonna be changing it up, something completely different.
Let's do it.
Round 2.
Me.
Okay, bro, round 2. Let me set the scene. This is from Noroshi, which is one of Japan's most famous instant ramen shops. And this is their official instant ramen. Never seen it in instant ramen form. They're known for a rich pork bone soup with traces of fish. Pretty strong traces of fish too. Tonkotsu Gyokai.
Yeah, I can smell the fish.
Super thick too, right? Just pouring in the soup packets there.
A thick broth.
This might be the thickest I've seen actually. Here we go. I'll join you with the bowl.
That's good. I can taste the seafood. I can taste the fish.
Pork bone ramen or tonkotsu ramen is really popular. But when you add that layer of fish, you're hitting other receptors for umami. You know what I mean? It's like
Yes.
there are 2 layers that are taking care of that at the same time. And this is similar to their shop. They did a good job with the soup here. It's rich, but it's super smooth, right? Super smooth.
I still can't really get over the broth and how thick the soup is. Oh, wow. I just had another sip of the soup. So good.
Shall we?
These are thick noodles too, just like the other one. Oh, yeah. Wow. The Japanese ramen chefs are masters at their craft, and they're never gonna add in an extra ingredient like fish without making sure that it's perfectly balanced and complemented.
Similar toppings, yeah, we don't have the fish cake here compared to the last one. We've got little cubes of pork, spring onions, bamboo shoots, the usual suspects you get in instant ramen.
Just a nice, rich, I don't want to say fishy because the connotation of that is usually a little negative. It's not fishy. You could taste the fish, but it's just well balanced. It's awesome.
Absolutely. They're sharing the stage.
Sharing the stage. I like that. Spoken like true 5 AM ramen master. Sharing the stage. I like that. Yeah, this is a great bowl of ramen. Which one is your favorite between these 2?
I'm personally a fan of that spicy miso ramen. I think that's one of my favorite instant ramen, but they're so different. How about for you?
It just depends on personal preference. I mean, me, you know me, I just like things really, really rich and creamy. They're both rich and creamy in their own way. So yeah, I don't know if I can say they're both delicious. I guess because I've never had anything like it before, I do like the first one, but this one is also really good because it's a perfect blend of fish and pork bone, and I haven't had anything like this either, so. How much has the instant ramen scene changed over the last 10, 15 years, you know, since we were, or 15, 20 years actually, since we were in high school?
Yeah, it's gotten so much worse.
Worse?
Yeah, it used to be so good, now it's awful. Instant ramen they sell now is crap. Like, it's
what the hell are you talking about? I was waiting for you to turn it around. Like somehow I'm like, maybe I'm just not seeing his angle. And when you said it's crap, I'm like, okay, he's just trolling me.
It's improved tremendously. I mean, like having this, you know, again, like this style, tonkotsu gyokai, like pork bones and fish, having such a specific instant ramen where you've got that spicy red ball, just like they have at the ramen shop. You know, famous ramen shops are willing now, yeah, let's make an instant ramen. It's only on the shelves for a few months. Now, there's so much more variety. What I'm saying is like, oh, of course, for the better, like the last 10 years, even the last 5 years, it's changed tremendously for the better.
I love that about Japan, that you have the different flavors based on region.
Thanks so much, as always, bro. Thanks so much for joining. I've got 3 more to devour right now, so.
Are you really gonna go through 3 more?
I will, yes. It is my duty as.
Hey, well, enjoy the rest of the bowls, man, and looking forward, bro, to the next package. You sent the package over with 5. I've already eaten 2 outside of these 2, so I'm down to the last one already. So
have a great day. Always
Thanks,
a pleasure.
bro.
I'll catch you later, Mark.
All right, later, bro. Love you.
Bye, bro. Bye. All right, I'm on my own now, and I've got 3 more to devour and share with you all. Next up is from Nissin, and they're celebrating 30 years for their Rao instant ramen brand. If you've subscribed to Instant Ramen Japan, you're probably familiar with the Rao brand, or maybe you've had it outside of that. Well, this is a special limited edition 30-year anniversary Rao ramen, and it's gonna be a Tantanmen, keeping that rich theme. Rao does amazing instant ramen, so I'm super excited to see what this one's all about.
3
Round 3 from Nissin's Rao brand, Rich Tantanmen. And this is looking to be a thick soup too. Not quite as thick as the previous one from Noroshi, but thick nonetheless. Oh yeah. Ooh. It's got a kick. It hits you here, the chili oil. It's similar to the Tantanmen that the Rao brand already has, but they crank up the spice, not to a crazy level, but this one is indeed richer. You get more creaminess there, but it's not like there isn't spice. There's a good amount of spice there. And we've got the signature Rao noodles. These are amazing noodles, some of the best in the business. Not quite as thick as the previous 2, but not dainty at all either. Oh, so good. That's so good. Now for toppings, as is often the case with Tantanmen, you've got minced pork and also some bok choy. Nice crisp textures from the bok choy and a nice meatiness, of course, from the minced pork. The thing about this particular one, and you have it with some other instant ramen, is that the kayaku, or the toppings, the dried toppings, are in sometimes the packet with the soup. So I couldn't make it as pretty. I couldn't separate the toppings and add them later. It was harder taking photos and videos because there were less toppings to highlight, only because they're below the noodles, a lot of them. So the photos and videos don't do this one justice. Happy anniversary, Nissin, or I should say happy anniversary, Rao. Yeah, and now all the bok choy is showing up at the same time. Top-notch noodles from Rao and top-notch soup with this new one. Would expect nothing less from Rao, especially as they celebrate 30 years of being around. Very impressive. Okay, moving on to round 4, and here we have a stamina Chuukasoba. So stamina, the word stamina is basically borrowed from English, stamina or stamina in Japanese, and it normally refers to, not how much you can go for a jog and how long you can last, but more about a punchy sort of ramen style that might include a lot of garlic, for example. And that's what we're getting here. It's gonna be with a bold soy sauce, it says, and also ginger, as well as garlic. So meant to be healthy. Stamina usually suggests like healthy. This one is brand new too. Let's give it a try.
4
All right, round 4, Stamina Chuukasoba. I have never seen this one. I'm pretty sure that Maruchan, the maker, has not released this one before. I am very intrigued. Let's start with the soup. Ooh. That's a bold soy sauce. It's bold. You got the aftertaste of garlic there. So it's not certainly as heavy as, let's say, number 2 from Noroshi, or as rich as, let's say, number 3, the rich Tantanmen. It's a little bit closer to the first one in terms of consistency. Not too thick, not too rich, but there is a richness to it. It's not like a super light Chuukasoba, which there's a lot of across the country. This is a punchy Chuukasoba. Oh yeah, that's good. And Maruchan makes equally excellent noodles. Gotta try with the noodles. These are similar to the previous instant ramen in terms of thickness, a little bit flat as well. It's so different from the other ones because the seasoning is so prominent. It's such a soy sauce forward bowl. Even when you're eating the noodles, the soup clinging onto them, you just taste that soy sauce a lot. It's tangy, a little bit sweet, but more than anything, it's bold. A lot of crunch here, coming from the cabbage, and also the garlic chives, and also the negi. And I like the slices of pork, what they did here. Normally, it's one big slice, or it could be minced pork. These are little rough slices of pork, almost as if they've been like stir-fried. Let's try some of that. It's good, it's so different. They're a little bit more firm. I mean, I like that kind of rough if there's not a better word, like angle that they're taking. You know, this style of ramen, you might see in a hole-in-the-wall ramen restaurant. And I think with that rougher, sort of tougher, little pieces of pork, you're getting that. And stamina Chuukasoba is supposed to give you energy. So maybe this is appropriate in that, yeah, it's waking me up for that last round. Yeah, this one just hits so differently from the others. You can most certainly taste the garlic. I talked about sweetness from the soy sauce there. That's also coming from the ginger flavors you got there. So it has that revitalizing quality, let's say.
Go!
Okay, final ramen round, and this is a special one, super famous Sapporo Miso Ramen shop, and couldn't be more different from the first miso ramen that we had, which was a spicy miso ramen, the source of spice being that big red ball. This one is a miso ramen, and it's gonna have a similarly rich soup, but much more of a white miso focus, and that should carry with it a fair amount of sweetness. As I was pouring in the soups, I definitely got that sweetness. White miso tends to be sweeter than, say, red miso, for example, and yeah, this is gonna be a sweeter miso ramen, but with a complex soup to match. Let's dig in. Yep, pretty lardy on top there, but oh, just what a smooth. This one's smooth too. Smooth, I'd say, from the lard, but no traces of fish, just that richness from the pork bones, and also just a soft, gentle white miso flavor with some sweetness. This one is really good. Had a lot of instant miso ramen before, and let's say non-spicy instant miso ramen, and this one, I don't know if there's ever been one that has just showcased the beauty of white miso ramen. Oh man, that's really good. I have a sweet tooth when it comes to desserts, but not always with my ramen, whether they're using a sweet soy sauce, sweeter tasting miso. But I have to say, even though there is a fair amount of sweetness there, I am really digging this one. As you can tell as I go for sip after sip of soup. Now, let's try it with some noodles. Yeah, noodles, quite thick and similar to the previous ones that we've had. Yeah, the theme is definitely rich soup. Usually a richer, even thicker soup matches up nicely with thicker noodles. Equally good, of course, with the noodles. Even though you've got a lardy, rich pork bone soup, because of that white miso, it again still hits in a gentle sort of way. A gentle and bright way, perhaps. And here, the chashu pork, bigger in this one here. Let's have some of that. Quality chashu pork. Also because it was quite big. And some of the other ones I had to dig for the little pieces of pork. But here, one big slice. Outside of that, you know the drill. A lot of the toppings we've seen up to now. This includes a whole lot of negi or spring onions. It's floating around in the soup, green and white, and they are providing extra sweetness to that white miso. Otherwise, yeah, I already talked about the pork, and we've got bamboo shoots alongside that. This is one for the record books. Very good. And as we've seen throughout today, even though, yeah, they're all instant ramen, nothing beats going to the ramen shop itself. It's crazy how much they have improved over the years. You know, just how this miso ramen is so different from the other one. All of these ramen are very unique in their own way. But let me know, do you have a favorite from the bunch? What do you believe looked most tasty? Feel free to let me know in the comments. And that is my cue now to tap out. I hope you enjoyed this video. And again, as a friendly reminder, use the coupon code that you see on screen if you want to order these exact 5 in this pack. We'll ship them over to you and help you have something delicious for winter. Frank from AM Ramen signing out. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Probably a lot of you that haven't subscribed. I might just be showing up in the feed because you've watched my videos before. So have a look at that, see if you are subscribed. If you haven't, yeah, feel free to do so. Thanks so much for joining today, and until next time. It's gonna be
Yes. I just had a vision of like a fish and a pig on the stage with like a spotlight.
That's great, man. You got, you know, I think in the family, I was always the one that was like the weird one, or the one that like had such a crazy imagination. I think you got it too, though.
No, for sure. That's why when you said it, I thought straight of that.
That's funny. Literally sharing the stage. I'll let you know how the other 3 are too, but we're keeping that rich theme, so I think, yes, by the end of the video, my face, which is relatively Skeletor-like today because I haven't eaten anything all day. I think I'm gonna be.
We have to make room for 5 bowls of ramen, so that was smart.
Excellent.